I guess we'll start with this one. Hey, how's it going? We're back. It's another weekend. Let's just kind of dive into it. I do have another clip I'll be adding to this, ideally, because I got at least one more Amazon package, which came not for Australia Post. No, that one is coming for Australia Post, and it insanely delayed. It was meant to come in like last Wednesday, and it's currently Sunday. Yeah, fucking, I don't know what's happening there. And then I got another one, which is coming through like Double R Donnelly. I don't know if you've ever had anything sent through that, especially Australian people come from international things. Not the most trustworthy of appearances, but it's apparently in Melbourne as of like yesterday, so it should be in before this video comes out, hopefully. Anyway, went to JB, I bought the Simpsons movie for $13. Very rarely do I go to JB and buy something full price, but they got a lot of new stuff out, like Departed. They got a bunch of like the Oscar winners that came out last year. A lot of new films that I really want to get, all of which are like $30 and I'm like, I'll wait for a sale. Like, I don't really care to buy most of those full price. I don't even care to buy most of them. Like, there's that Christmas one that I cannot remember the name of. I have the picture in my mind. It has Paul Giamatti. You know which one I'm talking about. He got nominated for an Oscar. That's out now. There's a bunch of other films I want to get. There's The Iron Claw, which I really want to get because I never got to see it in cinemas. It was out for such a short period of time, just as like every other of those big Oscar baiting movies was coming out in January for us in Australia. I know it wasn't an Oscar baiting movie, but it probably should have been an Oscar movie, at least from what I've heard. So I'll wait for a sale, then I'll buy that stuff. But I got the Simpsons movie because I didn't have it, and I've only had a bootleg DVD for like my whole life that this movie's been out for, and it does come with commentary, director's commentary, deleted scenes, a lot of trailers apparently, special stuff, and an Easter egg. So, you know, regular stuff. Also, it's technically Disney now, so I figured $13 versus probably never going to be able to watch it again. I watched it on like the Disney Plus like a year ago when I really wanted to buy it, and I was like, I should just rewatch the movie and see if I like it still. And I do. It's fun. So, yeah, I don't know. This video is coming out after my friend's birthday. Story time. But I guess I'll just final note. That JV stuff I will be buying later when there is a sale. Probably not The Departed though. I've heard mixed things, but also I heard it's just like a 2K upscale, and I've already got the Blu-ray, so I'm like kind of like, I don't really think I need to get it. If any of you have The Departed, the new 4K, the Australian version is just a 4K UHD, no Blu-ray, but let me know what your thoughts are. I would like to get an idea as to whether it's worth getting, but I'm not hot and heavy on the movie. I've seen it like once, and I don't remember most of it, so... Anyway, I got these three movies. This is 20 Million Miles to Earth, First Men in the Moon, and Mystery Island. These are all Powerhouse Indicator releases. Really annoying that I don't know which label to call it. Is it Powerhouse? Is it Indicator? Is one like a big brand like Criterion, but Indicator is like its label? I don't know. I also don't know about that. Let me know down in the comments. So, I got these for two reasons. Firstly, my mate Phil, his birthday was coming up, and I didn't know what to get him. I like buying gifts for my friends. I'm nice. Also, I just like buying shit for people. It's weird. But he mentioned how he hadn't seen a bunch of Roy Harryhausen films, and I was selling a bunch, but I didn't end up giving him my ones that I'm selling. So if you want some Roy Harryhausen films, go on eBay and find them. I'm selling some currently. But there's like, Vision had done a 7-pack set release, a hard, like, plastic case, hard box, all that kind of stuff. And I bought that post-pandemic, and I liked it. It was like, I got it for like, I think $90 on sale, and I was hoping to sell the versions I already had because it only gave me one extra Sinbad film. But now there's a new release. I'm hoping to talk loud enough that the E.T. music next door is not picked up by the goddamn microphone. Ideally, they re-released the set like at the end of 2023, which came with Mysterious Island, but it was the version from Cinema Cult, so DVD upscale, no special features. And I'm like, $120 for that. But I found the original Viavision release that came out in like 2017. That was like, again, the exact same as the 2020 release, just different artwork and in a regular double case kind of thing. Double size case, not two cases, just a double size case with different artwork. So I bought that for my friend. And I also had 20 Million Miles to Earth, The First Man on the Moon as the umbrella release. And I figured I'll just give him that as well. I haven't given them to him as of recording. His birthday will come after this video, as in his party that I give him the Blu-rays. So I bought that stuff for him, and of course, while doing the research, I discovered, Mysterious Island and 20 Million Miles and whatever. And I figured I should buy these. I bought these all from the same seller. So 20 Million Miles to Earth these are all the standard releases. So the inside is obviously just the ads for more Powerhouse stuff. I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, they're all just ads. I thought maybe one of them was like a wallpaper or something, but yeah, this has, I think, both versions, the colorized and black and white. It is a HD remaster, original mono, alternative 5.1, commentaries, interviews, essays, all that kind of stuff. Like, this is the real shit why I wanted to get it, because the version I had did not have any special features, and it was like on the same disc as the other film, which, as you can imagine, means that it probably has an insanely low bitrate and probably not a very good transfer. I've done some comparisons to like Incredible Shrinking Man in another film that they had bundled together in a sci-fi collection double feature. So, fun ways to get these films if you don't import, but annoying if you want like quality picture and audio and quality, what's that thing? Special features? I like special features. So First Man in the Moon, on the other hand, which again, beautiful artwork, emphasizes dynamation on the back, wonderful. This one I believe is a 4K restoration, which it does say there. So, as you can see, big chunk of text, huge amount of special features, original mono, 4-channel mix, 5.1 surround sound, audio commentary, an introduction, special features with a bunch of like video essays and interviews and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on these beautiful releases. If you haven't seen them, I highly recommend them. And of course, the last one, which I hadn't gotten at all, was Mysterious Island, which comes in Dynamation. I think this one's a 2K restoration, but the same deal. Original mono, 5.1, commentaries. They all have Ray Harryhausen, which is great, and he's like with a film historian. So it's obviously going to have like a lot of detail, and this is all for my Harryhausen collection. So wonderful stuff. Highly recommend it. Not much else to say. These are great releases of the films, easily the best ones to go for. Let me get out my special knife. This is actually my most recent purchase from the Cinemaniacs. I went there on this past Saturday because they had a TV screening. Yeah, I don't know if any of you were interested or knew about it, but basically it was Lee had curated like 11 hours worth of TV, which is really interesting. And I went there for about 5 hours. I was there from like 4 till 9. I got up to the Twin Peaks episode, and I was tired because I'd been up since 7 o'clock. It was a Saturday. I'd been up since 7. I'd filmed 3 games. It was great, wasn't it? Go from Caulfield to Hawthorne, to then 20 minutes later, after my last game was like, hey, there's the Astor. It's 20 minutes away. So I went there, bought this beautiful film, which Lee had actually recommended to me last year, which I put in the Christmas hamper, and I ended up getting that record. So I didn't get this at the time, but I've technically bought it twice. It's just the standard Scorpion releasing version, which sounds a little disappointing because I think I do have the Scorpion releasing version of another film, but I can't remember what it is. But apparently, I think it's the only release of the film. I haven't seen it yet, but it does come with special features, including a commentary and interviews and whatever. 2018 HD scan of the best film elements available, so that's promising. But yeah, apparently it's quite good, so I got $30 from them, which is great. The whole event was really nice, watching all those TV shows in one day. Got to see some Addams Family, episode of Maude, Kolchak was pretty fun. But the last two for this clip is Cure, which I got for like $30 odd from Amazon. Same as the next one I got for like maybe 40. I think the two of these were $70 in total, which was really nice for Criterion. I watched this last year on the Criterion channel. It's a 4K restoration. If it'll focus. My god, it's not... There it goes. Fucking tremendous film. It's one of those films that if you don't watch films very often and you watch this and then you'll be sitting on this for weeks, at least as far as I know. I watched it and then I like watched another movie because that's what my life is like when I watch a lot of movies in a month. So I'm not the kind of person to dwell on a film, but this is a beautiful film and I actually do want to watch it again because it is really, really good. Obviously it comes with a booklet. I don't want to look into it too much in case of spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen this, but I highly recommend Cure, either on the Criterion channel or however you can get it, but the Criterion is beautiful. And again, last but not least for this clip is the 4K of Raging Bull. I've had the Blu-ray for a while now, but again, this is on sale and it's been on my list for ages. So I was very happy to get it. I actually want to double check what the price was. Okay, so Cure was $31.25, Raging Bull was $42.78, which is really nice. The next one is meant to be Bluray, which was like $27. So that should be hopefully coming in very soon. But yeah, I mean, it should be at the end of this clip, ideally. But yeah, this is the new 4K UHD. It's very black, so I don't know if you'll be able to pause and read any of that, but does it matter? It's quite a weighty case. You got the 4K, you got the Blu-ray, you got the booklet as well, which of course gives you your nice signed Criterion sticker, which does tell you it's director approved, and of course a very chunky book. I haven't seen this film. I don't know if I've logged it on Letterboxd yet. Actually, it's been such a long time since I saw it. But again, I have the old Blu-ray, which was like the 30th anniversary edition. I think I imported that from Zavvi back in the day. So I've already heard good things about it, about this transfer and contrast. And I do really like the film. It's quite good. I'm not huge on sport dramas in total, but some of them can be really compelling. Like, I just watched Challenges, and I'm just like, oh my god, this shit is amazing. So, and of course, Scorsese, De Niro, like, a great cast, a great topic. And again, it's a visually dazzling film, so that's why I want to rewatch it, because of course the 4K elements and whatever, and of course all the special features, which it does have the old special features from the old Blu-ray as well. From what I recall, I'm pretty sure it was basically just a definitive edition. It gets you all the stuff, all the archival stuff, and a bunch of new stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see what else I got this month. Yet again, we have, as I said, Bluray, which is actually director's, approved, which is really cool. So, Claire Denis. So, I will be keeping that sticker. This was like $27, which is wonderful for a Blu-ray, Region B as well. Yeah. I need to spend like some time fixing the shelf again, because I've got so many more Blu-rays now. And I just had to like empty a whole corner at the back, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot I had like that whole Columbia Classics set and everything, and there's so much stuff I have. Do you ever get concerned as a physical media collector that maybe you've just got too much stuff? So it actually comes with what looks to be a poster, which might be a bit tricky for me to put the sticker on it. It's one of those poster essays. Oh, it's upside down. What does that look like? Oh, it looks like the two guys. Man, it's kind of gay, isn't it? And then, of course, the big essay, so I might put the sticker up here. And, yeah, so regular stuff. I've seen this on the Criterion channel before. If you haven't seen this film, it's really interesting. New 4K digital restoration as well, so I highly recommend it. It is a very interesting film. It's not what I expected when I first watched it, but I had an idea of what like the final scene is, and that's kind of an iconic scene. So like the build up to that was really interesting. Good film. Last but not least, we have a double feature here of, if I can open it with my trusty little new knife. Isn't it great how I just have a tiny little knife? So the first up we have, which both of these I actually got through eBay. Where did I get them from? Was it import CDs? You know, if you're a Australian user, you might know of import CDs. I got Itchy the Killer. I basically had like some eBay Plus vouchers I wanted to get rid of, and they had Itchy the Killer, which comes with a sign up using promo code Kung Fu Movies for some website. I don't know what that is, but they got movies on it. Do you ever think there's too many streaming services? Anyway, it's a pretty simple thing, just a single disc. I don't think there's any, it looks alright to me, sturdy enough case. It is Region A. It is a newly restored 4K digital transfer. It is, of course, Takashi Miike's film, and it features a director commentary as well as a commentary with the director plus manga artist / writer Hideo Yamamoto and a stills gallery and a trailer. So not a lot, but you know, new transfer, some nice enough artwork and whatnot. I've never seen it, so you know, Miike he's the kind of guy who you'd be like, damn, I can't believe I haven't seen this film of his. He's made hundreds of movies, so you know, it's like, alright, sure. As long as you've maybe watched, I think his most famous ones being like, you know, Itchy the Killer and Audition. It's like, if you've at least watched those, you're probably in good enough books, because there are so many random films he's done, some that are like anime adaptations or manga adaptations and stuff, so he's a hell of a guy. And then to conclude, we have Kuroniko, which is another Criterion. This is a Japanese kind of, well, yeah, horror film. One of the classics, like Onibaba, which also has they both have like Masters of Cinema release, I think, like Eureka. But I decided to get this because I've seen it on the Criterion channel before, a good number of years ago, and you know, you get your booklet and everything, which is obviously very detailed and whatever, very nice. Apparently the transfer for the Criterion version was really quite good in contrast to the one that was more easily available to get, so I, of course, imported this. It is a new high-definition digital restoration with uncompressed binaural soundtrack, plus a video interview with the director, of the Directors Guild of Japan, different guy, interview with film critic Taro Sato, theatrical trailer, English subtitles, and of course a booklet. So not a lot of stuff, but again, Region A, yeah, it's pretty simple stuff. Look, it's a Japanese horror film. It is actually really nice artwork. Oh, that's really cool. Under the right light, you can like see her like a ghost, but at the right angle, she's like gone, and then sometimes she's there, and sometimes she's like inverted colors. I don't know if I can get that on camera. See, she's like kind of gone. And then if you go to that angle, it's like inverted colors, and then she's there. I know there's the, I know there's the screen, there's the viewfinder, but like, yeah, she like vanishes. That's really cool, actually. That's some really nice artwork. So, anyway, and of course, Indigo starts barking crazy like now, just as I'm wrapping up. But thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Whenever that may be, I'm hoping that the next one is my Umbrella order with Tank Girl. They had a delay in their release for the limited edition, so ideally that comes in sooner rather than later, but I don't really know when that's going to ship. I had to really cancel my earlier order and then reorder it, so I might be further down on the priority list for that reason, but saving money in the meantime. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't actually think there'll be, unless that comes in, there won't be any this weekend, next week. So, simply put, either way, I will see you guys around whenever I have more videos to make. Adios.